Hello, dear student. How are you? I hope all of you are happy and healthy. So, dear students, as you can see, today we are going to study chapter 3rd, homesickness. Okay, we are going to study chapter 3rd, homesickness. So, very first, before starting the chapter, let's talk about the author. Who is the author of the chapter homesickness? So students, you can see Roald Dahl is the author of this chapter. Okay, Roald Dahl is the author of this chapter. He was born. He was born on 13 September 13 September 1916. Is that clear? Mr. Roald was born on 13 September 1916. Is that clear? Okay, students? Okay. Now let's see further information about him. He was a British writer. Okay. He was a British writer. Okay. If we talks about his profession, so he has written short story. He has written short story. He has written also novels, and he has written also poems. Okay. He was a novelist, he was a short story writer, and he was a poet. Is that clear? Beside this, very interesting things about him. Beside this, he was a wartime he was a wartime fighter pilot. He was also a fighter pilot. Is that clear? In his life, he was also a fighter pilot. Okay. He served he served as a pilot. He served as a pilot during the Second World War. Okay, Second World War. When Second World War is going on, then he served his country as a fighter pilot during the Second World War. Is that clear, students? Okay, so I hope we have got lots of things about the author. And student, if we talks about his death, then Mr. Roald died on 23rd November 23rd November 1990, when he was 74 years old. Okay, at the age of 74 years old, he died on 19th century, 23rd November 1990. Okay, students, so I hope you have got the basic information about the author Mr. Roald Dahl. Okay, now students, if we talks about the lesson homesickness. Okay, if we talks about the lesson homesickness, so I would like to tell you the lesson that you are going to study homesickness has been taken from his autobiographical work. His autobiographical work. He has written an autobiography that is called Boy Tales of Childhood. Okay, he has written a biography. Okay, he has written an autobiography that is called Boy Tales of Childhood. Is that clear? Mr. Roald has written an autobiography that is known as the Boy Tales of Childhood. Okay, students, and these lines that we are going to study has been taken from this autobiographical work Boy Tales of Childhood. Okay, so that is why in this chapter the word I is used for the author Mr. Roald Dahl. Okay, we use the word I for the author. Okay, because this lesson is an autobiographical touch. Okay students, so I hope you have got these basic points. Now dear, let's see few lines as a summary of this chapter. So let's see. When Mr. Roald Dahl was 9 years old, how many years old? 9 years. When he was 9 years old, then he was sent to a boarding school. He was sent to a boarding school, and the name of that boarding school was St. Peter. What is the name of the school? St. Peter's. Okay, Mr. Roald has been sent to a boarding school, okay, called St. Peter's when he was only 9 years old. Is that clear? Okay. Now see further. When he was sent to his boarding school, okay, he feels so homesickness. Okay, he feels so homesickness there that he thinks of a plan to go back home. Okay, he did not like to stay in his boarding school. He again and again remember his home, and but he did not get a leave holiday from his boarding school, so he thinks a plan to go back his home. So let's study and find out what plan he had thought, whether he succeed in his plan or not. Is that clear? Okay, so let's study and find out what happened, whether the author succeed in his plan or not. Okay students, so without wasting our time, let's see paragraph first. Let's see paragraph first. I was homesick during the whole of my first term at St. Peter's. So as I have told you that when the author was 9 years old, he was sent to, okay, when the author was 9 years old, he was sent to a boarding school called St. Peter's, and he was not feeling comfortable there. He was suffering from homesickness. Okay, homesickness is a bit like seasickness. So in that line, the author compares homesickness to the seasickness. What is the meaning of seasickness? Okay, it means to say, suppose that seasickness means a feeling that you want to vomit because of the constant movement of the ship. Okay, it means to say, suppose that you had gone on a ship for a long time. Okay, and you spend a lots of time there, so you will remember your home, you will remember your people. So in the same feeling the author has when he was sent to the boarding school. Okay, so that is why he compares his homesickness to the seasickness. Okay, you don't know how awful it is till you get it. Okay, the author tells us that we can't comparison, we can't think that how painful it is, okay, to suffer from homesickness. He tells us that he suffer a lot, and he feels a lots of pain, he feels a lots of pain, trouble, and when you do, it hits you right in the top of the stomach and you want to die. Okay, the only comfort is that both homesickness and seasickness are instantly curable. The author tells us that we can get rid of from both homesickness and seasickness, and these two things has instantly curable. Okay, okay, we can get rid of from homesickness and seasickness. We have its treatment. Okay, and what are the treatment for the both sickness? Let's see further. Now see, the first goes away the moment you walk out of the school grounds. It means to say, as soon as we went out from the school, and we when we started for our home. Okay, so homesickness went away. Okay, we get rid of from homesickness as soon as we leave the school and we started for our home. Okay, so we can get rid of from the homesickness. And the second is forgotten as soon as the ship enters port. Okay, and the seasickness, the second is seasickness, where until we are wandering, okay, between the sea, so we are suffering, we are in panic situation. But as soon as our ship arrived, okay, at the port, so we forgotten everything about the seasickness. So we have the treatment for these two sickness, that is the homesickness and that is the seasickness. We can get rid of from homesickness by going home, and we can get rid of from seasickness when we arrived at the seaport. Okay, students, so dear, I hope you have got me very well. Now see paragraph second. I was so terribly homesick during my first 2 weeks that I set about making a plan for getting myself sent back home. So, as I have told you that when the author was suffering from homesickness, he made a plan to get back home. Okay, so the author tells us when he was sent to the boarding school. So at the beginning of the first 2 week, when he was sent to school, so at the first 2 week, okay, very first 2 week, okay, he was very terribly homesick. Okay, and during that period he made a plan. Okay, getting back home. Okay, is that clear? He made a plan that whatever happened he will go home. Okay, he made a plan. Now see further. Even if it were for only a few days. Okay, whether he get only few days holiday from his boarding school, but he will go at home. Okay, he will go at home. Now see further. My idea was that I should all of a sudden develop an attack of acute appendicitis. Okay, so what plan the author had developed? He had thought of suffering from the appendix. Okay, so the author tells us that he thought that he will pretend that he was suffering from appendix. Is that clear? He will show that he is suffering from appendix. Okay, students, is that clear or not? Okay, now see paragraph 3. You will probably think it's silly that a 9-year-old boy imagined that he could get away with a trick like that. Okay, the narrator tells us that the reader should be a little bit surprised that it will be very silly that a 9-year boy can imagine such a plan. Okay, a 9 years boy can think such a plan to get away his home. But I had sound reasons for trying it. But the author tells us that he had good reason for for thinking this plan. Okay, why he had thought of this plan Okay, the author has well reason for that. He has good reason behind that one. Let's see what was the reason he thought about that plan. Only a month before, my elder sister had actually had appendicitis. Okay, and for several days before her operation, I was able to observe her behavior at close quarters. Okay, so the narrator tells us that only 1 month before, okay, his elder sister was suffering from appendix. Okay, the narrator tells us before 1 month, okay, just before 1 month, his elder sister was suffering from appendix in real. Okay, and he has observed everything, how to behave, how to feel, what she had suffered, what she had faced during the period when she was suffering from the appendix. Okay, so the author has observed everything for several days before her operation, until she did not get off, did not, okay, before her sister was not of got operation. Okay, the author has observed every action, everything. Okay, is that clear? Now see further. I noticed that the thing she complained about most was a pain severe pain down in the lower right side of her tummy. Okay, so the author tells us that he had noticed that she mostly complained, okay, about a strong pain just in the lower right side of her tummy. Okay, as well as this, she kept being sick and refused to eat and ran a temperature. And beside that, she was complained that she had a pain, okay, in the lower right side of her tummy. Beside that, she also complained that okay, the author has noticed that his sister refused to eat. Okay, she often refused to eat, and she was suffering from high temperature. Okay, it means to say she had fever. Okay students, so I hope you have got these all things that we have discussed today. In the next video we will continue from paragraph 4. Till then, watch the video and enjoy. Take care.